What's up, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Game, your one source for everything cool in video games. Now, you can be a part of our show by going to InsideTheGame.ca, where there you can submit your clip and end off our show. Don't forget to check out our YouTube channel and join our Discord community while you're there. Now, coming up on this week's show, Nate and I travel back in time with Battletoads, Cory and I are hanging out with the Peaky Blinders, and we're also checking out the latest in gaming chairs. Bipod is here with haptic feedback. Now, for the first time ever, the ITG crew is getting together for Big Brothers Big Sisters charity stream on September 18th over on Rogers TV and twitch.tv/theofficialITG. Now, we're going to be having all kinds of gaming going on for 24 hours, as well as developer interviews, and of course, lots of giveaways. So you're definitely going to want to check that out on September 18th. Now here we get going with the Inside Scoop.
So if you're a fan of Call of Duty, I'm sure you know about Call of Duty Black Ops, the new one coming out. It's been teased for a while and there's been speculation, all different kinds of things. What's it going to be called? When's it coming out? When are we going to know more about it? Well, it's officially confirmed. It's going to be Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. There's a small teaser trailer that got dropped showcasing some Cold War era characters, and we're getting a little bit of information on, we're going to be in this 60s era setting. We're going to be going back to kind of what the original Black Ops setting was, kind of like what Call of Duty just did with Modern Warfare by bringing it all kind of back to the original. So it's going to be really interesting to see what they do, because we're going to be getting a full reveal August 26th. Yes, that's this week, and we're going to be getting it in Warzone, like a live event, kind of like what Fortnite has been doing for quite a while. Call of Duty's jumping on that train, and I think this is a really good way to release the game, because Black Ops, or sorry, not Black Ops, but the Battle Royale Warzone is free to play, so you can just jump in and check this event out. If that's all you want to do is check the event out, but let me tell you, you're gonna play Warzone. It's too much fun not to play, and that's where I'm kind of getting here, is it too early to bring out a new Call of Duty game? I know people love these games and they love the story, and if we're gonna kind of get back into the original Black Ops setting, are we gonna get this, deep story? Are we gonna get some of the characters like Mason back? Are we gonna, are we gonna kind of feel that refresh feeling that we got when we jump back into Modern Warfare, when we jump into this new Black Ops? I'm just wondering, should Activision have taken a year off? I know they get, the different studios back and forth making these games, but at the same time, I kind of look at it and go, I don't know if I necessarily need another Call of Duty right now. I'm having a blast playing Warzone. I still jump in and play a ton of just multiplayer Modern Warfare, and I'm having so much fun, and I think Activision should focus on this Battle Royale because it's so successful right now. But at the same time, if they want to release a new game, Call of Duty is synonymous for coming out every year. Whether or not you want a new Call of Duty game, you're gonna get it. So next week, we're gonna find out everything we need to know about Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm just not sure how much time I'm gonna be able to devote to it right now, but definitely excited.
A lot of us may have beaten Ghost of Tsushima or are currently still working on it, but Sucker Punch announced that we have new details in the way of co-op. A new game mode called Legends is on its way and is coming free this fall. The new game mode Legends is focused on locations that are inspired by Japanese folktales and mythology, with an emphasis on cooperative combat and action. You'll be able to partner up with friends or via online matchmaking and play Legends in groups of 2 to 4 players. Each player can choose one of 4 different character classes: the Samurai, Hunter, Ronin, or Assassin. Each class has unique advantages and abilities that will be revealed at a later date. The Legends DLC with 4-person co-op will be a survival-based mission structure, fighting off the toughest enemies Tsushima has to offer, including the new enemy type, Oni, which also has supernatural abilities. So after finishing the 2-player story-based and 4-person survival mode, Legends is also getting a raid. Sounds interesting. What we're going to experience is yet to be determined, but definitely looking forward to this one.
So I just got my first look at Myth Wukong, this new Souls-like action RPG game set in ancient China. And I mean, the name speaks for itself, but it actually is set in this mythological era where there's all sorts of cool creatures and characters that I've seen only maybe in movies and books. So it's really cool kind of seeing them come to life, especially with this really unique combat style that they have. It doesn't just seem like your rehashed out, Dark Souls formula that we've seen over and over again, but this really cool fast-paced combat system. So check out some of the gameplay here because it looks really good. I'm looking forward to seeing more from this game and actually to getting my hands on it. So make sure to stay tuned for more information about Myth Wukong.
So over the recent weeks, Fall Guys has blown up. Yes, Fall Guys. If you're part of the gaming community, most people have heard of this game. It's a fun 60-person battle royale where 60 bean-shaped characters basically get to take on obstacle courses of different, shapes and sizes with different obstacles all over them. And it's like absolute chaos, but it's super addicting. And it's certainly catching on with some of the more popular streamers. Tim the Tatman being one of them is actually one of the major streamers being followed right now because he was having such a hard time getting a win in this game. And he's finally got one, but let me tell you the rage that came before that. This game causes so much excitement, but at the same time, so much despair. It's just the way these battle royale games work. And in this one, it just seems to be amplified by the goofy characters and kind of the bright colors and everything going on around it. But this game isn't as kiddie as you think, because on Twitch it's actually averaging over 182,000 average viewers over the last week, and that actually overtakes League of Legends 174,000 average views. That's crazy. League of Legends has been the top most viewed game on average on Twitch for so long, and to have a game like Fall Guys just kind of run in and take it is pretty substantial. And I don't think Mediatonic's looking to give this crown up anytime soon, because they're definitely already adding new levels into the game. They've added tons of different cosmetics for your characters, and it's just one of those games where they can keep growing this player base as long as they keep everybody engaged. And they're doing great things like having companies design their own characters as a competition, and so they're getting so many facets involved in their game that I think it's a good strategy to stay at the top. But it'll be interesting to see if some of the bigger games like Valorant and League of Legends will look to change things up to try to possibly, drive that viewership back up. By no means is 174,000, weak stuff, but when you get a game of cute little beans coming over to take you because everybody's just having so much fun playing this one, it's going to be interesting to see how long Mediatonic can keep Fall Guys at the top of the list.
Scott and I are big fans of Google Stadia, and I have your Stadia update. What you can be playing this week, and what's coming soon in the future. As of right now, Rock of Ages 3 has launched on Stadia and is free to play for Stadia Pro members. Rock of Ages 3 is a toolbox for building your own worlds and knocking them down. Make a name for yourself and master the links with a deeply customized experience that embraces every aspect of professional golf. Look for PGA Tour 2K21. Become the fairy master for spirits on their way to the afterlife with the beautiful hand-drawn graphics of Spiritfarer. And if you like that slow-mo, action-packed, cinematic first-person shooter ninja-like experience, then look no further than Superhot Mind Control Delete. And for a Baldur's Gate 3 update, we're getting early access on September 30th. So make sure you got that Stadia in hand.
So it wasn't too long ago that Deep Rock Galactic was taken out of game preview both on Xbox and PC. But in recent news, it turns out that they're actually working on crossplay. So hopefully that means that you and up to 3 buddies can play both on Xbox or on PC together. I'm actually kind of looking forward to it because this game looks pretty cool. It's got procedurally generated caves and areas to explore, and it's pretty big, and it, like I said, it's co-op, so that's always a good time with your buddies. So maybe I'll see you on there soon.
2020 is no stranger for games being delayed due to COVID, but this time it is claimed another victim. This time, Deathloop by Arcane Studio, the studio behind great games such as the Dishonored series, was supposed to be released this August, but it's now been pushed back to 2021. Arcane released a statement via Twitter to the community explaining this. We've made the decision to move the launch date of Deathloop to 2021. Our ambition for Deathloop is to deliver a signature Arcane game that takes to never before seen places in a stylish new world. At the same time, the health and safety of everyone at Arcane Lyon remains our top priority. This extra time will allow our team to bring Deathloop world to life with as much character and fun as you've come to expect from our team. While we know this is the right decision for Deathloop, we share your disappointment and apologise for making you wait longer. It is a shame, but as we know from previous experiences of broken games that should have held off on their release date just to fine-tune their game. But with that being said, it's been confirmed that in Deathloop, when your gun jams, it will actually lock up the triggers on your DualSense controller for your PS5. So it might be wise just to get that extra warranty out on the controller. Check out this trailer for Deathloop and let us know what you think of this game.
She is not making this easy. Every loop I'm learning a little more, piecing together the puzzle. There's 8 targets, and they all gotta die before midnight.
I am flying and I am God!
All right, Rash, calm down. Let's go get famous.
Wait! We can team up! Now that you're here, we can execute my plan to defeat the Topians together.
Sup, Topian scum? We just stole a spaceship and we're coming for you.
Alright, Drew, so we got our hands on Battletoads. Kind of this nostalgia trip for you and a little bit for me, too.
Yeah.
Now, what did you think of this game by Valhalla Studios? And, you know, getting your hands on this crazy, ridiculous trip of a game.
It's definitely a trip down memory lane, Nate. This is taking me way back so long ago, back when it launched in '91. Man, like I never thought I'd really see this kind of hit the light of day again, to be honest. It was nice to see, you know, Delilah work on this game and bring Battletoads up to more of a modern standard. It took a different direction, I think, than I would prefer, to be honest. But I think they brought the Battletoads flavor, and it's all about reliving the nostalgia for some of us and then introducing it to those who have no idea what or who the Battletoads are, right? So I think overall, they did a great impression and interpretation of the game, and what I remember so long ago and why we kind of fell in love with Battletoads. A lot of people have this, you know, we remember it for being so tough, and it has different levels now that allow us to kind of pick and choose how our difficulty is. And it, you know, even on normal, I found some areas kind of resembled a lot of it of being tough and being that Battletoads flavor. And when you get your hover bikes, dude, when I hit the hover bikes,
oh man,
instant smile, man. They like,
yeah.
Instant trip. Like, it was in a different perspective this time from last time, which is fine because it is now more modern, but it was It's funny to see the guys back, I guess you could say, right? Like, it was nice to have them back, but overall, for me, it's just the nostalgia's there, but it didn't quite hit home the way I really wanted it to. The art style isn't really my take. We talk heavily on here about, you know, my preferred art style and such, and this has that definite Ren and Stimpy kind of esque art look to it, and honestly, sense of humor as well.
Hello.
The sense of humor in here is very over the top, very quirky, and it's going to hit with some and it may not hit with others, and I think it's kind of draws that line, I guess, sometimes. But overall, I think the game is really good. It didn't really connect the way I was hoping it would, coming back from such a long hideaway. How are you sitting with Battletoads?
So I'm actually a little indifferent because I thought the sense of humor was hilarious. Like, I was laughing out loud a lot to myself, pretty good. And just, you know, the art style too, I actually thought it was really good. But again, you know, you're not knocking on the actual graphic fidelity of it.
Not at all.
It's just the art style in general, because the game is very polished.
Oh yeah,
you know, the
absolutely.
audio, man, we'll talk about that. The soundtrack's great while you're beating up mooks. You know, you got a sick rock track playing in the background, and sometimes you go to a little couple spookier areas and they just set a good ambiance in general.
Sure, absolutely.
And, you know, like I was saying, so the story right off the hop, you know, the first mission, without spoiling too much, you're actually in a simulation. So by the end of it, you realize that, and you're kind of set out in the real world, and it's completely different. You are no longer famous. You have escaped the terminal and nobody knows about you, and it's pretty funny because it's just like Battletoads in real life, like you were saying.
Exactly.
You know? Like, no one really knows about it. That's that younger generation. My generation is like kind of on that cusp of, some kids, you know, did, but some didn't. So
Sure.
Anyways, man, the sense of humor that this game brings is so funny, because basically between most of the missions and sometimes in between, you know, little cutscenes during the mission, you get these full-on, you know, 5-10 minute long cutscenes, and they're really, like I said, funny, man.
Yeah, like as I said, like, I'm not knocking the art style. It's just not my preferred style, right? I think the quality of the game is actually top notch. The game itself, the mechanics from the game, the art style is awesome. Like, it's preferred style for some, just not, again, for me. But it's well done. Everything is so well produced. The game, it hit home, right? It did hit that nostalgia feel. But again, it was just so over the top, and moving forward, it just, I had a hard time sticking with it just because of the over-the-top sense of humor in the art style and just some of the quirky things that they really have you tackle in this brawler. But it is cool to sit down and have a couch co-op finally, man.
Yeah.
That was nice to be there. So my girlfriend and I were hanging out, and we were playing, and we crushed out Act 1 together playing co-op, and then I jumped in solo, and I got that over-the-top feel too. When we're playing in co-op mode, there's a lot of action going on, and you know, there's a lot of things flying around, and you're trying to figure out where you are, and then when you die, you can help revive your teammate, one of the Battletoads themselves, and then continue on from there. But when you go out solo, you know, it's a whole other, when you die,
really
you just pop
actually
back in. So it was kind of back and forth and trying to get used to that. But the couch co-op thing is nice, but the biggest problem though, Nate, is that you and I can't play. I know there's a big focus on couch co-op, but it would be nice for you and I to hook up online to play as well.
Yeah, it's too bad. Not a lot of these styles of games have or offer online play, I find. But, you know, like I was saying to you, this is definitely a game I just kind of go to my buddy's house and we just pick up and maybe beat in half a night, or not beat, but, you know, play through half of it in, you know, a night or so.
No, for sure.
But another thing that we kind of mentioned earlier is there are difficulty settings. So there are 3 settings, you know, easy and normal. There's kind of this infinite revive that you can do, where there's actually no lives in this game. So when your character gets knocked out, they're set on a timer where, you know, it's like 25 seconds, I believe, on normal. But then, you know, if you want to play on Battletoad difficulty, which is the hardest one, there is no revives. So, you know, you can really get that sense of challenge that the originals brought. Because,
man.
like you said, on normal, man, there's a lot of times I had to sit there and respawn,
Yep.
especially those
hover bikes.
traversing ones where you're on the bike or you're on a sleigh in a couple of them. So another thing we have to mention too is that this isn't just a beat 'em up and then a racing kind of thing. It's actually, there's little mini games like, what do they call it? It's like rock, paper, scissors, but it's like toaster, toad shambo.
I was like, what is this? And then I was like, come on, man. Like,
It's so good. It plays along with the humor well, and it just kind of breaks up that gameplay, so you're not just constantly, mashing X, Y, and B and jumping around and dashing. Which, the combat too, man. I thought the combat was pretty cool. Each three of the characters, they vary in speeds and different moves. I mean, the moves are generally the same, but they look differently. So your uppercuts Y for all of the characters, but the big guy, he has a really strong, slow push or charge attack, whereas the other guys are a little quicker and just different. So I thought it was really cool, man.
Yeah, I think, again, you and I are a little bit different. Honestly, by the end of it, I was kind of getting bored of doing the beat-em-up style over and over and over again. You were just getting different waves of enemies. So a lot of the enemies were somewhat similar as well. But again, honestly, for $20, Nate, it's hard to really complain about this game. Battletoads is a great trip down memory lane for some of us, and it's a nice introduction to the Battletoad franchise for the newcomers. And for $20, you can't go wrong.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
Well, Nate, there's a trip down memory lane for me. Overall, my time with Battletoads has been a great nostalgia trip, and moving forward, I'm definitely curious to see what happens next with the world of Battletoads. For $20, you can't go wrong, and if you have Xbox Game Pass, dude, you got it there as well. Like, this is a great time. A nice couch co-op to sit down and beat everybody up, and then a couple of little mini games in there as well. It's got me there with an 8.
All right, buddy. I'm a little bit higher than you, actually. By that, I mean I'm getting this one a 9.5. I actually think this game is damn near perfect. It has a great comical relief. The art style is amazing. I had no issues as far as gameplay goes or any sort of frame rate drops. Nothing wrong.
Yep.
9.5, buddy.
Nice.
Turbo bikes, baby!
The trip down memory lane brings Drew some of the nostalgia he was looking for, and even brought Nate to new heights. Battletoads is a great brawler. We just wish they had online co-op as well.
And now I am one. We're not heroes, Crash. We're puppets. I am not a puppet.
Buy our video game!
Yeah, that's just like one of 1,000 phrases.
I can't even take myself seriously.
Just waiting.
Okay, what you need to do.
What?
I think I might have recorded it.
Cory, you and I check out a lot of games, but we're always looking for the next step in immersion. How do we get more involved in what we're playing and elevate us to the next level? Well, I feel like we've stepped into that next immersion with the Vipod gaming chair. They've integrated the haptic feedback technology into the chair, and it's elevated our experience, man, to something that we've never had the pleasure of enjoying before. What did you think of your time with the Vipod gaming chair?
Well, let me tell you, this chair's comfortable overall. Before we get into all the special technology in this thing, as soon as I sat in it, I was like, wow, this thing, it's just quality. It feels really comfortable. We have a lot of adjustment here. But when it gets into hooking it up for making sure that you get into this haptic feedback, it's actually fairly simple. There's a small USB that we get to plug into the side of whatever we're using, whether it's a console or a computer. And it actually is just a quick button press on that, and then a hold button press on the actual chair itself, and they link up like almost instantly. It's really quick. and you kind of get a little haptic, feedback right there just to let you know that, you're hooked up. And I thought it was really, really awesome, man, because it's nothing that I've ever experienced before, especially when it comes to playing different types of games. And I definitely jumped into a few just to test this thing out right off the bat. And you know me, I'm a Call of Duty guy, so I couldn't help myself.
Absolutely.
That was the first game I jumped into. And the first shot I took with a sniper rifle in that game, the whole chair just, shook me from top to bottom. And it's just another feeling, right? It's not something you're used to. You're used to the rumble in your hands, but not necessarily all down your back and under your legs. It was awesome. Like, it was so much fun to be able to sit in this chair and and then hop under behind the steering wheel of a car and Need for Speed Heat. And let me tell you, you really feel like I'm ripping through those streets, and it's just everything. There's just that little bit of feedback you're not used to having. So the entire experience, like you said, is just the next level of immersion here.
Yeah, Corey, I couldn't agree more. To be honest, this really steps things up in the fact that when we play competitive, like I play on PUBG Mobile, and it was an easy, quick connect to my iPad, and away I went. And from there, you get the sense of distance too. And PUBG is so big that when you get shots way off in the distance, you often can hear that, but you don't sense it. So in the chair, it was just like a light rumble within the chair, but then with a guy with a shotgun right behind me, completely changed the whole aspect of the game, right? So you're able to pick up the distance when you're actually gaming as well. And then when you and I jumped into something like Red Dead, you actually feel like you're on the horse now too, because when it's galloping, you get that sensation of that gallop of the horse. It just elevates everything to the next level. Whether you're just watching a show, TV, listening to music, or actually getting into the world of games, it just brings everything right where you want it to be, into the next level of immersion.
I couldn't agree more. So Drew, we've got a fancy little box mounted under the chair, and it actually contains the Bluetooth hookup device for hooking up for any console or, like you said, mobile device. But it's also got a couple dials on there, and they're on there to control a bit of our experience and kind of customize the amount of haptic feedback we can get, and also just the overall volume that we're hearing as far as the gameplay coming through into our headsets. And I really thought, it's just super simple. It's just down on the right side of the chair, and it's just a quick little adjustment. And let me tell you, I didn't keep it low too much. I really did enjoy keeping that thing cranked right up. And there's a lot of games that I think the higher you have it, just that, like we talked about before, just the more immersed you feel in these games. And I know there's definitely a couple games we've played that have kind of really brought us into that.
Corey, you might want to turn those dials down when you get in those racing sims. There'll be a whole lot of vibration going on constantly, but we're going to crank those dials back up when we get into the competitive stuff with Rainbow Six Siege. Getting the edge over our competitors is something we always strive for. Overall, Corey, this Vipod gaming chair is the level of immersion we've been looking for. All right, Corey, I see you peeking through those blinders. Corey, you and I head back to 1919 as we check out Peaky Blinders Mastermind, this isometric puzzle game, I would call it. It's actually based off the TV show Peaky Blinders. And if you haven't caught the show, to be honest, after playing this game, you need to watch the show. This game is set before the actual TV show, and dude, I was instantly hooked. And once again, right up our alley, Corey. What do you think of Peaky Blinders Mastermind?
Well, again, as always, art style, and I know that's what drew you to get this one for us. And it doesn't disappoint. I mean, we have this top down, so we're not zoomed right in, but by no means are we really far out. It is actually like the perfect camera angle for the way this game plays out, I think. But it's just the way it visually looks. The characters, they resemble the characters on the TV show. You have recently got into the show now. I haven't yet, but on your recommendation, I think I'm going to be jumping in because overall, I had a really great time playing this game. It's a lot more complex than I thought it was going to be, and it's certainly way more rewarding when you beat those complex levels. And when I mean complex, we kind of play this all out on a timeline, and we have characters we control, but everybody runs on the same timeline. So kind of what ends up happening is you run these characters, through a path to, complete certain objectives that are up in the top left corner of the screen. But what you end up doing is when you'll run that one person so far, you'll realize, okay, something's happening. Someone in the back that I haven't moved yet is being seen or something like that. So you always end up rewinding and then running someone on their own track at the same time that other first track person's running. So again, it sounds confusing, but once you get into this, it starts to stack. And like I said, it just seems so kind of rewarding when you beat one of these levels.
Yeah, absolutely, Corey. Everything here is set on a time, like you said, right? But on a timed schedule. So you have 3 minutes to play out this particular level. So you have to get Tommy from point A to point B, but then to follow that up, so does Arthur, John, and whoever else you kind of have in your crew at that time to play out the story. Now, the story is based off of you guys being set up, and I'm just going to kind of let it unfold from there. No point in spoiling something so good like this.
No way.
But when you get into this, like, there's 10 levels overall, and each level is only like around 3 minutes until you get up to the end where they've actually extended that. But that 3 minutes takes you like 20 minutes, half an hour, like to play out everything, right? Because what I was doing is I would play one character, play out that scenario as far as I could take that particular character, rewind everything right back to the beginning, and then play the next character. So while I'm playing out the one character, the character I played before, say Tommy, then goes about doing what I just basically played for him. So when it all kind of lines up and fits, you know what, dude, is so, like you said, it's so rewarding, right? Game is, honestly, this game is so cool, and I'm glad we looked into this one because, dude, it's one of my top 10 this year. It is on the high pedestal. This is one of my favorite games so far of the year. This was so addicting to get through. The first night I probably I was about halfway through the game when we got this code. So, to sit down, and I'm a big puzzle guy too. I like the puzzle games, and this is right up my alley, and the art style, and the point of view that we're at, and the characters too. Like I said, I had no idea about Peaky Blinders until the game dropped, and that drew me to the show. And then the combination of doing the two back and forth they just go so hand in hand, and they paid so much attention to the characters. Future Lab have a passion for Peaky Blinders, and I think it absolutely showed through with the game itself. And then the level design, for them to think of so many directions to pull your characters through and explain the story at the same time where they don't get all that confusing. Dude, like, this was so smartly done. I was blown away the entire time I played this game. I did get frustrated, but it was only because I couldn't figure out what the scenario I was at the time. That puzzle kind of got me hung up, and I really didn't get hung up all that much until the very end, I would say. That level 9, man, that one got me.
I agree with you completely. That was definitely probably the hardest one in the 10 levels. I think just because it kind of sets you up well for the level 10 and how that mechanics in that level work. But again, without giving away too much, I think what I really enjoyed about this game is we have so many characters that we get to play as, and the nice thing is every character operates just a little bit differently. Yeah, everybody walks around the environment the same way, but we've got Finn, the little boy, and he crawls under fences and under walls, and he can get into places, climb in windows that the other characters can't. But he can also not do things that the other characters can, like he can't move around the carts to change paths and things like that because he's just a little kid. He's not strong enough, right? So the adult characters have the ability to do things like that, but they also have their own special abilities. Like Tommy, he talks to the locals, and he can kind of coerce them into doing things for him and helping him out and helping the group, and that's another character that gets added into that timeline for a certain short period of time that you have to control. So it just gets it does get busy, and that is where kind of the confusion comes together. But the way it's all laid out on the bottom of the screen, I thought was done so well, because every character is color coded, so you can see exactly what they're doing and when they're doing it. And so if you have to layer, or these characters have to intersect at some point to help each other, because this happens regularly in this game as well.
Does it ever?
And when you get into controlling 3, 4, 5, 6 characters,
keep going, man.
it can get really, really busy. So you have to really be able to lay it out. And when it's laid out on the bottom of the screen like that, and you can see every action that everybody's taking into consideration, what they're doing, what other people are doing, it really kind of helps, you know, I guess, unfog that haze a little bit. Yes, it does get busy at times, but you can navigate it really easily. And the fact that you can switch between characters, you know, so quickly with the D-pad, I thought it's those little touches in this game that really, if you don't pre-order this game, it's $30 Canadian. And I think, like, that's a steal. Like, I think that's a steal for what this game offers. There's so much to play, and like I said, it's only 10 levels, but at the same time, these levels aren't short by any means, and if you don't get it the first time through, you're gonna find it frustrating, but it's also, like, I can't say it enough, it's too rewarding when you beat these levels. Like, I beat it the other night, and I was like, yes! Like, I haven't had a feeling like that, like, even one of my first Warzone wins, you know what I mean? Like, it's it's one of those things. It's just... And I had such a good time playing this game. I really didn't have anything to complain about.
I had one issue, Corey, to be honest, and it was later on in the game, as things do get busy when you're jumping between 6 to 7 people, and the environments are so populated. Like, Small Heath feels lived in. It feels like a believable place, and there's just population, and, you know, things are happening, they're flowing on screen. But that's when I encountered some chugging. And that was about my only issue with the game. Everything else worked just fine. Everything was perfect. And I loved how everything moved. And it was so smooth until the end, where I kind of had a little bit of a lag here or there. But that was the only thing I have to complain about. Dude, the writing was on point. You know, I would have really liked to have the characters have some voice acting. Yeah. It's all reading, right? So there is no voice acting in that. But I get it, you know, it's $30, so maybe with that voice acting now we're $60 or something along that line, right? But the characters, if they would have been able to get Arthur and Tommy in there to voice it, you know, whew, man, that would have just made this game right over the top. That would have probably polished it right off. But everything else, for me, for a $30 package, dude, this game is so much fun. Corey, I think we've been sneaking around Small Heath long enough. What do you score in Peaky Blinders Mastermind?
Well, you know what? This one kind of blindsided me. Like I said, I wasn't a fan of the show because I hadn't really watched it. I've heard some good things, but never got into it. So getting into a game that's based on a show, even though it happens before the show, I didn't know what to expect. But you know what? I was blown away. This one was so much fun. I love the graphics. The audio take was really good. I thought the music and the environmental sounds and sound effects were done really, really well. And overall, like I said, I didn't really have anything to complain about. You know, it was a little chuggy at the end, but this game was too much fun to, you know, I just looked past that. So for me, I'm gonna give this one an 8.5.
I'm definitely a little bit higher than you. I fell head over heels for this one, man. This game was so cool. It touched on everything from the show. It was so rewarding to finish an actual level, and the level design itself just kind of blew me away. I'm there with a 9.5.
Nice. Great visuals and ingenious puzzle designs will have you scratching your head in frustration at times, but the rewarding finish is definitely worth it.
...2020 may be coming to a close, but there's still a lot of games ahead of us yet. What are those games? Well, we made a list of a few that we're looking forward to. And of course, if we missed anything, hit us up on our Discord channel and let us know. There's still lots of games coming for 2020. Kicking things off is Baldur's Gate 3, a classic return of an RPG with Forgotten Realms set in a tale of fellowship and betrayal, sacrifice and survival. The return of Baldur's Gate 3 will be hitting early access on Google Stadia on September 30th. Cyber hacking is back, and the ITG crew cannot wait to get our hands on Watch Dogs Legion. Be set in a futuristic London, and we'll be building our resistance with what team, who? Well, you have the whole city of London to choose from. Whether you want to go with your stealth characters or build a whole rampage of grannies is completely up to you. Look for Watch Dogs Legion on all platforms on October 29th.
It's time to take back London.
Jamming the enemy. Sensors can't spot you.
We've seen the rise and fall of a lot of Star Wars games. Well, EA's back in a galaxy far, far away with Star Wars Squadrons. We can compete in an intense 5 versus 5 dogfight, master legendary starfighters, and of course, protect the galaxy. You can look for this one and coming to all platforms on October 2nd.
This is Star Wars Squadrons. Join the galaxy's finest and make your mark.
You are the hope of this galaxy.
This one has us excited as we see the return of a 2002 release. Mafia Definitive Edition is coming September 25th, and we can't wait to get our organized crime back on the streets.
What do they call you, son?
Thomas. Thomas Angelo, sir.
Godfall has us excited, as is one of the games we know that's coming to launch on next-gen platforms. Coming to the PlayStation 5, they're classifying this one as a looter slasher. A little bit of a different spin on things as we're going in full steam, smashing our way through everybody. And, well, we don't have an official launch date because we're still waiting to see when we're getting next-gen consoles, but it definitely has us excited for something new and fresh.
Now it's your turn.
Insomniac is back once again, and it's coming this holiday season. Once again, we're still waiting on next-gen console release dates, so we're kind of holding out for the PlayStation 5 release of Spider-Man Miles Morales. If you played the original Spider-Man on the PlayStation 4, you know we're in for a great time. And, well, we saw how Miles ended, so let's see what he steps into on next-gen consoles. If you're a fan of the Assassin's Creed series, just like ITG, well then you know you're just around the corner now, waiting for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Coming on November 17th to all platforms, we are very excited to head into the Viking time period and start working on our settlements. I think it goes without saying, this is going to be one of the biggest games this year. The team behind the Witcher series, CD Projekt Red, is bringing us Cyberpunk 2077 on November 19th. Open world action adventure story set in Night City, a megalopolis obsessed with power, glamour, and body modification. We'll be playing as V, a mercenary outlaw after a one-of-a-kind implant that has the key to immortality. We're definitely excited for this game. If we've missed other games, you should hit us up at insidethegame.ca and let us know what you're looking forward to for the rest of 2020.
It's a city of dreams, and I'm a big dreamer.
Alright, I'm already up front. I like it. Give me a bash through this door. Alright, we're through. There's one. Crystal hates this one. That's actually kind of funny. Oh, I got nailed. Oh no, that was not opening either. Oh man, come on. That's alright, we got this. There we go. Get going, get going, get going. Anybody rage quit at Fall Guys yet? This could be a first. Get out of here, get out of here. All right, we're in. Okay, this is looking a little bit better. And I gotta push that one, eh? Ooh, there we go. That's better. That's what I was looking for. Very good, I don't have time for that. Come on, man. You got all kinds of time. No, you don't have time. I hear ya. Wasn't sure if I was even gonna get to stream today. I wanted to, but I wasn't sure if I had the time. But squeeze in maybe like an hour or so. No problem, right? Oh no. There we go. Whoa, almost fell, almost fell. Anybody off yet? Oh yeah, a bunch of people are off. I'm gonna just hide out over here. Come back in. That was quick, that was quick. Qualified. Flawless victory. I haven't taken a look at the trophy list, actually. Take a look. Anybody know what the trophy list looked like? Was it hard? Easy plat? Ding, 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 ding. Fruit. This one's actually kind of funny. So obviously this reminds me a lot of Wipeout, that TV show. And they created a Wipeout game, but it never took off well. I don't know anybody who's even played that game. Right, we're in the lead already. Oh, dude just jumped me. Oh no! I got nailed by a piece of fruit. Watermelon. All right, we're making our way up. We got this. Watch out for the banana. Orange. Oh no! Oh man. Watermelon. We're gonna go Going right, going right. Okay. Whoa. Oh, come on, man. Right? No! No! We got there. We got number 11. Woo. Wasn't it a Connect game? Was it really? No way. Connect? Was it? No, that wouldn't go very well at all. Connect didn't work half the time. I actually like Connect. Score goals by getting the post. Work together to get a win. Okay. Here we go. Nice. Yeah, go. Get in there. Oh, come on, we got this. Well, it's me against the world over here. Come on. There we go. Nice teamwork. There's one. Take that, yellow. Oh, I missed. Uh-oh. Whoa. Oh, it's a football. Don't worry about the football. That thing's... Nope. Oh, no! Oh, no! All right. Back for some defense. There we go. Come on. Hey, Blue, where are you going? Back up, back up, back up. Yeah, get in there. Come on, go. Oh, that was a good defense by yellow. Oh, nice. Yeah, you guys are on the run, aren't you? We got this. Come on, we got this. Oh, no. All right. Change plans. Oh, man. Oh. You get that football in there. Holy. I'm all over the place. Ah. All right, soccer. Soccer ball's in. Nice. Come on, get it. Oh. Yes. 3-0. Oh, we're back to the soccer ball again. We're gonna work on this one. Whoa. Yeah, go, go, go. Oh, they're both coming down here. Oh. There we go. And that one too. Oh no. Thought I was gonna fall in. Ah. Oh man. Nice. Oh, they are so done. Yeah. Little victory already. That's a little early, but they're not getting 5 goals in 10 seconds. I'm just calling that one out. Nicely done. Cheers. Nice. Round over. So are we on to the final round, or what do we got now? Oh, look at this. There's 6 of us. All right. Here's a crown. Here comes. No way. Is it not the crown? Is it the crown? Ooh, final round. Okay, here we go. Be the last fall guy standing above the slime. Oh man. Oh. Oh no. We're just gonna run and make all these guys fall down here. All right, look at them all. Look at them all just dropping. Oh no. Ah! Not good, not good. All right, we got space. We got all kinds of space. Oh no. Oh, this is not looking good, I gotta be honest. All right, we'll take the outside strategy, work our way in. Okay. This dude's jumping, we're gonna cut him off. Nah. Whoa! Oh no! Ah, crap. It was going so well. This guy's gonna cut me off here. Look at it. Oh no. Oh no, we're gonna jump over. There we go. We should cut him off, shouldn't we? Get out of here. Get out of here. Fall, dude. Hey, how's he still on? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh, it was going so well. Oh. Nobody's been eliminated yet. All right, well, let's drop these guys. Let's drop these fools. What if we just take out the middle, right? If we take out the middle, they should maybe fall. We just block a whole side off to ourselves. That's what we'll do. Oh man, that was a little scary, to be honest. Bless you. We're gonna corner this guy? I got it, look at it. I don't have a path. I'm in trouble. Oh, I'm in trouble. Oh no, I'm in trouble. I'm gonna be the first one eliminated, aren't I? Man, my strategy was looking so good. How much of this game is luck? Hey, get out of here. Can't do that. No, you don't. Oh, nice. Nice jump. Okay, it's 2 down. 3 down. Come on. Where's the other dude? Up top, right? He's gotta be up top. Come on, I can feel it. I can feel it. Oh no! Jump! Where is the other guy? Ah! Oh, second place again? Really? Well, that'll wrap up this week's show. Now, you can always be a part of it by going to InsideTheGame.ca, where there you can submit your clip. Well, this week I have us covered, as I'm checking out some more Red Dead, and things are just falling in places they probably shouldn't be. Until next week, thanks for watching, and we'll see you inside the game.
Was only a matter of time before you showed up here.